Juneteenth, short for June 19th, commemorates the end of slavery in the United States. First celebrated in 1866, it marks a pivotal turning point in American history. Many history books note that slavery ended on January 1st, 1863, the day President Abraham Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation. This executive order declared that all enslaved people in Confederate states in rebellion against the Union shall then be, thenceforward and forever free. However, the proclamation didn't instantly free any enslaved people. Its impact depended on Union military victories to enforce it, and slavery continued in many areas for some time. In Texas, where there were few Union troops and no major battles, slavery remained largely untouched during the Civil War. It wasn't until 2 months after the war officially ended that change arrived. On June 19, 1865, U.S. General Gordon Granger landed in Galveston, Texas, and issued General Order No. 3, announcing, "The people of Texas are informed that, in accordance with a proclamation from the Executive of the United States, all slaves are free." Granger's arrival marked the liberation of approximately 250,000 enslaved people in Texas. Though emancipation didn't happen overnight, spontaneous celebration erupted among newly freed Black Texans. The following year, on June 19, 1866, freed people in Texas organized the first Jubilee Day, what we now call Juneteenth. Though it was not widely celebrated across the country at first, the tradition endured and grew over time. In 1979, Texas became the first state to officially recognize Juneteenth as a state holiday. Finally, in June 2021, Congress passed a resolution to make Juneteenth a federal holiday. On June 17, 2021, President Joe Biden signed the bill into law, officially making Juneteenth a national holiday. On June 3, 2024, at the recommendation of City Manager Eric Tungate, the Oak Park City Council agreed to officially make Juneteenth a recognized city holiday here in the city of Oak Park.
Unanimously, we are a Juneteenth city. Bravo.
Juneteenth marks a date of major significance in American history. It's the longest tradition of celebrating the emancipation of thousands of enslaved people who forcibly worked and lived in inhumane conditions. The 2-year march from when the Emancipation Proclamation was signed to the arrival of troops in Texas is a metaphor for the many ways in which freedom for Black people have been delayed in this country. Today, the holiday is a way to acknowledge past faults, help heal current divisions, and move toward a future of a more perfect union.
I think Oak Park does a really, really good job of helping to celebrate and recognize it. We're a very diverse community, but we come together, and I appreciate and like that.
I am happy to be a part of the City of Oak Park Juneteenth Jubilee. It's about celebration, it's about family, it's about community. We're going on 5 years now, and every year it just gets better.
Juneteenth helps to not only celebrate freedom, but educate young people in our community year after year.
Celebration, education, and unity.
I could not be more proud of the Juneteenth celebration, of our community pride, momentum, and collaboration. And we certainly couldn't do it without the efforts of our dedicated residents and committee members.
2025 will be our 5th year putting on and expanding and celebrating Juneteenth here in the city of Oak Park. I am proud to say that I was and continue to be an active member of the City Council and Juneteenth Planning Committee, working to ensure this celebration helps to not only celebrate freedom, but educate young people in our community year after year.
I have been involved in Juneteenth planning and preparation long before my time as an official City Council member. I cut my teeth on this event and couldn't get enough. I think having engaged residents, businesses, students, churches, and organizations are vital to promoting what Juneteenth is all about: celebration, education, and unity.
In the 13 years I've had the pleasure of serving here, we've always been known for our rich diversity as a community. I could not be more proud of the Juneteenth celebration that we offer our residents and visitors, and that it took hold during my time here as city manager. Oak Park's future is bright, and the growth and development of this event is another tangible example of our community pride, momentum, and collaboration. And we certainly couldn't do it without the efforts of our dedicated residents and committee members. Thank you.
To me, it's a history that a lot of us didn't learn about until later in life, especially if we lived up here as opposed to Galveston or somewhere in Texas. So when I learned about it, I wanted to make sure, I was a teacher, I wanted to make sure I taught about it. I actually have a Juneteenth son. He was born on Juneteenth, and he lived for quite a few years of his life before he knew what Juneteenth was. Traditionally, Juneteenth is a family holiday where families, would go out to the park and they'd celebrate and they'd pack a lunch and they'd play games and just have family time. And family time is very important because we live in such a hustle-bustle world that we don't really get a lot of family time. So I'm hoping that families will enjoy being together and learning together. Whenever you see that little light bulb go on because someone's learned something new, I enjoy that as well.